Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day one of the Entei Research Event. It is going to be an Entei in this sleep session. I used an incense yesterday, as well as a friend incense, and so combined with the event bonus and the good camp ticket, I don't know exactly how the hungry is allocated from the good camp ticket, but there should be at least a 1 in 5, 1 in 3 chance of the Entei being hungry. And so that is pretty good. I have also claimed all the bundles, so I should have enough mains to get a couple biscuits as well. If it is hungry, then I can hopefully double Entei or triple Entei biscuit it, and that should be the 30 required points. And I was unlucky yesterday, as you saw in the video. I was unable to crit that first huge dish, and I even skipped breakfast for a chance to do that. And then a little secret is that video I had to do all over again, and so if my overall enthusiasm in that video was a little bit lower than usual, it was because I literally had to just re-record it because my computer got not full inventory, I'm too in Pokémon Sleep, full storage mid-recording, and it just scrapped the whole recording. So that was like half an hour right at the end, and it was very frustrating. But we are going to hop into the first session. I just want to check the research community. I got no mains from my big collection yesterday in my video, which was at like 333. So I think they fixed that from the Raikou event. Whoa, someone's already got Entei. White Rabbit. Nice. Got that Entei candy. Alba also got Entei candy. Entei. Whoa, this is amazing. Sarah also got the Entei. Dionysus. Harpy King, it's got the Cyndaquil. And Nuzzy's got the Vulpix. Alright, no Entei mains again. Alright, we should hop into the first research session of this event already because I am looking for the Entei. Overall, I would say I'm more excited about this week here because it stacks well with Vaporeon, which is another Pokemon I'm super excited about getting eventually. And so I am thinking to hold off on the Master Biscuit spend during this Entei event. And because there are around 10 incenses that you can get your hands on depending on how many mains you collect, then I'm hoping to get like 3-4 Entei and that for at least one of those to be usable. I do have a pristine Raikou with a big ding on it. So it's got Helping Speed MS, Skill Trigger MS, and main skill chance down nature. So that sucks. If there is a mint feature in the future, then I have a pristine Raikou. And I don't think I'll be hunting Raikou a lot more in the future. We'll just have to see. Because that second Raikou that I got was like almost it, and then it just like was really bad. Okay, so you can see we have 10 encounters, so just have to see what happens here. We got a Bonnet and we had Balanced Sleep. I saw that. So Top Belly Cubone, Togepi. There's the Entei. Got Ghastly, Metapod. Whoa, what is Metapod doing in this fire? Harden's not going to help too much out with that. We got Rattata. We got Togepi, Ghastly, and Vulpix. Nice. It would be interesting to claim the Entei, obviously, and the Vulpix. And I am thinking, because this week I have Persimberry, which is for the normal berry, or normal type rather. That is favored for me, so I'm thinking once I have enough leaks from the Ditto, I want to consider boosting up my Raticate. And that can be pretty good because I have 1,000 Raticate candy, so I can bring it all the way to level 50 as long as I have enough Dream Shards. And depending on the other Pokemon that I'll get this week, I should have enough to do that. So, Entei, 1 star, and depending on what happens here, I'm super curious to just claim the Entei early on with a Master Biscuit and use it on my team because overall my Entei team is not very strong. And so that could help out quite a bit. Especially for that second week, that's going to be important. So we'll just have to see what happens here. I'm crossing my fingers that it will be hungry. I had no such luck during Raikou, I believe. I had a real trouble with Raikou. There was not enough incense and not enough biscuits, and it got full way too soon. Togepi, okay, okay. What's the third one? The Vulpix. What about Entei? No. Alright, everyone. There are some choices here to be made. Big oofs. Alright, so the Vulpix is going to be claimed. I could potentially consider this Banette, but to an extent I'm not very excited about that Pokemon. Entei has 30 friendship points just as Raikou, and so the Premium Biscuit is not particularly well suited for it. This is way too tempting, man. And as far as I know, it will have the same just subskills in nature as the Raikou. That was what has been reported in Nirtheart. So, because it is not hungry, and I need it on my team overall, because like if we hop into the exchange here, you can see I have 450 mains, so I can clear out these biscuits easy. And I also have the main skill available. A lot of Entei candy. You know what? Because the first Entei is decent, definitely not the long term, but it is a good fire type, and I have a bad fire type team overall. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Are you sure you want to use a Master Biscuit? Let's go for it. And then I'll start saving the rest for Suicune for sure. Then I should have at least 2 or 3. That should be perfectly fine. Hopefully my Suicune team is also a bit stronger than the Entei team. Okay, we claimed the Entei. And then I am too tempted. I love Togepi. It's my favorite Pokemon, and so we should give it some love with that Premium Biscuit. I'm interested in having some Pokemon to review here today. And then I'm thinking we should do the same with Vulpix. And then for the Premium Biscuit, I'm thinking to claim the Rattata, because I already have a really strong Rattata, and if I can just get that one last encounter, you know, you never know if you have a helping bonus, berry finding, speed up nature Rattata in the box. So we're going to claim this one as well. And we should have 4 Pokemon to review in this video. I have not updated the widget for Entei. I was too excited to sit down and record this video, so I forgot. I do know though that the ingredients are pure oil, tomato, and tasty mushroom. And then it should be at around the 40-minute mark on the frequency, and I don't think we yet have the numbers on ingredient drop rate and the rest. So not too fan of the Banette. I'm gonna skip it. Togepi, Entei, Vulpix, and Raticate. So we are done now with the snack time. And let's see what ingredients we get on this Entei. I don't think it's going to be my long-term Entei. Throughout this 2-week event, I'm hoping to get at least 2 to 3 more Entei. We'll just have to see how all the encounters pan out. And up in the corner here, it says 80 Entei mains, which was what I received from this research. And then if we pop it, we can see which Pokemon gave what. So Entei gave 32 mains as that single star Sleep style, and then the 2-star Vulpix gave 8. And the rest of these gave a solid 5 or 4, and the Atop Belly is 8. That's a decent number of mains, especially considering I only found 2 fire types. Unfortunately, I didn't crit my 1 meal yesterday. I am really considering getting a Tasty Chance S Pokemon, but I do want to hold off a little bit longer, just because it is likely that we'll see another one of those at some point. Maybe Bibarel could be an extra tasty Pokemon. That would be very interesting. A water type extra tasty. Okay, so the docile nature is what we already know. And level 29 means that it should be easy to get it up to level 30 and get those extra ingredients. And that's going to be big in this event. So let's see. It should be pure oil, tomato, and mushroom in that order. as the A, B, and C. So let's see it, everyone. Double tomato. That sucks. I don't like tomatoes. Okay. So the subskills are the same for the Raikou and the Entei. And so that is Sleep EXP bonus. It is skill level up S. And then it's got inventory L, helping speed S, skill trigger S. What I am curious about now, though, is if you get a mint in the future, if that is a feature at some point, and you give it 3 subskill seeds, and then mint it, then you don't really have to go on that long hunt for a stronger Entei. And maybe that is how they can balance it out for the newer players and the long-term players. We'll just have to see what happens with it. So currently, we can see skill level 3. Oh, this is nice. Someone mentioned this in nirtheart in my Discord. And essentially, we can see that they give a total breakdown for each of these. And that is amazing. So we can see that for 3 qualifying Pokemon, we get 2 extra helps at level 3. And we get 1 extra help at level 3. Let's see, 4 extra. Let's see what that does at 3. It's another 1. So what I am thinking to do is potentially subskill seed this one. That would be kind of dumb. But that could really help me out during this Entei research. So I'll have to think about that a little bit. For the most part, I want to hold off on the seeds for later. Just long term. So I already have a really, really strong Togepi. And I do have Togekiss in the widget. So we should bring it up. There we go. And so I already have a really strong Togepi. I'm not looking to find another one really. For the most part, I'm just super tempted every time I see Togepi, and that's how it is. So Sleep EXP bonus, that is not good. You want either Helping bonus or Berry Finding. Berry Finding is particularly strong on the Togekiss because it is super fast and has a low ingredient rate. Energy Recovery bonus, another Troll subskill. Helping Speed, and it's got the main skill chance down. I wish that next to this favorite icon there was a trash bin. That would be so funny. Alright, and then we have the Ninetales. Serious Nature, that is neutral. And for the Vulpix, I would want Speed and Berry Finding. Obviously, it's not Berry Finding in the first slot. We already see that. Inventory, Skill Trigger, Dream Shard bonus, and Sleep EXP bonus. Skill level up S. Man, that is straight in the bin. Skill Trigger S is nice, but overall you can see Ninetales has 2.5% as its base skill rate over here in the widget. And that does not cut it. For most Pokemon where you really care about the skills, they either have to be very unique or have a skill trigger rate that, depending on the skill, is somewhere between 4 and 6. It is a berry specialist, so it does make sense for it to be that way, but... Okay, we have the Rattata. Let's see it, everyone. We will pop into my bag later and have a look at my other Rattata collection. I'm a little bit of a hunter in that sense. So, Double Apple, that is nice. Research EXP bonus, Sleep EXP bonus, Ingredient Finder S, Neutral Nature, Skill Trigger M, and the Speed at the very end. This is also really, really poor as a berry specialist. So that's going straight in the bin. And at that point, I am curious to look at my team a little bit. And we're not yet close enough to cook the lunch, so that I'll have to do later. I have found that my Pokemon tend to not trigger as much as I would have hoped. Charizard obviously is around 1.5 or something. It's really, really low. So to an extent, you don't really... Yeah, 1.6. You don't expect the Charizard to pop more than 1 to 3 times maybe a day. And so with that 1.5 multiplier during the event, then yeah, that's like 1.1 to 4 maybe a day. It is Ingredient Magnet, and during the second week, that's going to be pretty strong because if you evolved it from Charmander to Charizard, then the main skill level is 3, and that plus 3 will give it to the current max level, which is 6. Yeah, that's pretty strong. Okay, so Yeah, got the new sleep style for the Entei. Just gonna get rid of that little red ding, and we are hopping into the team. Because I'm curious to see what my options are exactly. So this is my team currently. I am using that Ditto that has berry finding with favored berry this week, which is huge. And I am getting a lot of leaks for the cooking pot. What I'm thinking though is if I pop back into the ingredient bag, we should be able to get an estimate as for how many large leeks I will need. I'm cooking spicy leek curry all day, every day this week. And so I'm thinking for the first couple of days now, we are currently on Tuesday. I'm thinking Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably Thursday, I'll dial it back a little bit on the Ditto, just because I now have the Entei. And I want to put it on my team. And then maybe I'll just do the Ditto this week and not the Eradicate. And then depending on how many ingredients I have, that's maybe where I can consider taking out the Flareon and putting in a berry specialist such as Eradicate, because I was lucky and got the Person Berry, which is a strong berry for me. And we have to go into the cooking pot. Okay. I don't think, let's see, do I see all the bonuses? No, okay. I was thinking to see how many skill triggers I have stacked up with the Flareon, because it is quite a bit. And we then go back into the bag here. We see I have 350 ingredients. I think my cooking pot is around 120. So at the very least for the next dish, that should be sufficient. And at that point, I'm starting to lack on ingredients more so than the skill triggers are helping out with. So I'm actually going to switch out the Flareon and I'm going to put on the Entei. There we go. Put the Entei on the team, and then I can consider the, let's see, we can do by level, or rather, yeah, guess level, and then just by normal types. Then I should find my Rattata that I found the other day. Let's see. Wait, have I not given it a nickname? That is surprising. That's not berry finding. Not that one either. This one has a star. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it has berry finding, ingredient down, energy recovery up. And aside from that, it's not crazy. Obviously, the ingredient finding down is pretty huge on the Eradicate. Let's see here if we can bring it up in the widget. 24% almost on the ingredient rate. You really do want that ingredient finding down. It doesn't have a lot of speed increases though, and overall, Eradicate is somewhat slow. And so I'm thinking to just hold off on this one and look for the helping bonus berry finding combo. I think that's what I'm going to do. So with that said, I'll keep the Ditto on the team. Then the question becomes how to optimize this Entei, because it could be the case that it doesn't make a difference if I have a fire type on here or not. So let's check it out. The difference between 3 and 4 qualifying Pokemon makes a difference, and Entei counts here. So that is the Quilava, the Charizard, and then I can consider the Flareon. I'll just end up with a shortage of the ingredients. And then we can see the difference here is just +1 in both the 3 and 4 qualifying Pokemon. So to an extent, another level here would be nice. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We are currently getting the buffs this week. So if we see, we can see it's level 2 here with skill level up S. But if we have a look at the stats page here, we can see that it should be I would have expected this to show up here. Jay and Nirtheart showed me a trick the other day. Let's see. That should be, weirdly enough, on the Go++ and then the research bonus. No. Okay, just boosted by 1. So the actual number here is not accurate. That is good to know. And so for the first week, Entei is actually level 3. And we hop over here to level 3. And with 3 qualifying Pokemon, you get 2 extra help in addition to the base effect. And then for 4, you get 3 extra helps. If we compare it now to level 4, what does it look like? It's the same. And that's what I'm thinking here. So you can see that 2 and 3 extra helps are for the 3 and 4 qualifying Pokemon. It's the exact same. So even if I give a Subskill seed to this Entei, it's not going to have any effect whatsoever. So that is kind of interesting. I am curious though to boost it up to level 30. Let's see how many candies that takes. 51 candies. I do get supplemental tomatoes, which is going to be nice. Yeah, I'm just going to go for it. 51 candies overall is not too much. It's like, what, 17 handy. So for the extra optimization here for the Entei Research, it is now level 30. And I should get 2 oil and 3 tomatoes every trigger. It is decently fast. 37 is pretty good. And I do look forward to use some good Sleep Day event bonuses during that full moon. And with the EXP gains up on the Entei, that's going to be pretty nice. I may even swap in some other Pokemon here to level him up overnight. And so this is what the team currently looks like. I have 3 Pokemon that are qualifying, which is the Kolava, the Charizard, and the Entei. And so every trigger here, I should get 5 extra helps. What I'm interested in finding eventually this week, hopefully, is a Cyndaquil. And that is one of the reasons why I'm not too interested in investing in that Rattata that I found, because I don't have enough Dream Shards to split it between a close to level 50 from like level 15 Cyndaquil and Eradicate. So if I somehow can find a Cyndaquil, which we see has a boosted rate this week, that would be great. I want a berry finding and a helping speed, maybe a little bit of skill focus on it, because Typhlosion has a decent skill rate, and because it is so fast, wait, hang on. 4% is pretty good. It is charge strength S as opposed to charge strength M, and so overall that skill rate needs to be adjusted down a little bit in terms of what you expect to get out of it. But yeah, it's pretty good. I am curious to see how this week overall will pan out. And currently I'm sitting at Master 6. After lunch and dinner, those values are around 30,000, so I can add another 60 and then maybe 30 from berries, so around 100,000 more today. That should put me at around Master 9. Don't think I'll make it to Master 10, but we'll see. If I somehow crit one of those meals, that could be nice. But aside from that, this is a pretty decent team for me personally. Got a good healer, got a berry ingredient specialist helping me with the dishes. Got 1 focus berry specialist and another ingredient Pokemon with that Entei combo. So, hope the event is going great for you guys so far and that you are excited about these 2 weeks. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow in another video. And thank you very much for watching. You can leave a like on this video if you did.